Chapters 16 through 20 of the book of Genesis, from the Young's Literal Translation of the Bible. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or how to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Mark Penfold. Chapters 16 through 20 of Genesis, from the Young's Literal Translation. Chapter 16. And Sarai, Abram's wife, hath not borne to him, and she hath an handmaid, an Egyptian, and her name is Hagar. And Sarai saith unto Abram, Lo, I pray thee, Jehovah hath restrained me from bearing. Go in, I pray thee, unto my handmaid. Perhaps I am built up from her. And Abram hearkeneth to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abram's wife, taketh Hagar the Egyptian, her handmaid, at the end of the 10th year of Abram's dwelling in the land of Canaan, and giveth her to Abram her husband to him for a wife. And he goeth in unto Hagar, and she conceiveth. And she seeth that she hath conceived, and her mistress is lightly esteemed in her eyes. And Sarai saith unto Abram, My violence is for thee. I have given mine handmaid into thy bosom, and she seeth that she hath conceived, and I am lightly esteemed in her eyes. Jehovah doth judge between me and thee. And Abram saith unto Sarai, Lo, thine handmaid is in thine hand. Do to her that which is good in thine eyes. And Sarai afflicted her, and she fleeth from her presence. And a messenger of Jehovah findeth her by the fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way to Shur. And he saith, Hagar, Sarai's handmaid, whence hast thou come, and whither dost thou go? And she saith, From the presence of Sarai my mistress I am fleeing. And the messenger of Jehovah saith to her, Turn back unto thy mistress, and humble thyself under her hands. And the messenger of Jehovah saith to her, Multiplying I multiply thy seed, and it is not numbered from multitude. And the messenger of Jehovah saith to her, Behold, thou art conceiving, and bearing a son, and hast called his name Ishmael, for Jehovah hath hearkened unto thine affliction. And he is a wild ass man, his hand against every one, and every one's hand against him, and before the face of all his brethren he dwelleth. And she calleth the name of Jehovah who is speaking unto her, Thou art, O God, my beholder. For she said, Even here have I looked behind my beholder. Therefore hath one called the well of the living one, my beholder, lo, between Kadesh and Bered. And Hagar beareth to Abram a son, and Abram calleth the name of his son, whom Hagar hath borne, Ishmael. And Abram is a son of 86 years in Hagar's bearing Ishmael to Abram. Chapter 17. And Abram is a son of 99 years. And Jehovah appeareth unto Abram, and saith unto him, I am God Almighty. Walk habitually before me, and be thou perfect. And I give my covenant between me and thee, and multiply thee very exceedingly. And Abram falleth upon his face, and God speaketh with him, saying, Lo, my covenant is with thee, and thou hast become father of a multitude of nations. And thy name is no more called Abram, but thy name hath been Abraham. For father of a multitude of nations have I made thee. And I have made thee exceeding fruitful, and made thee become nations, and kings go out from thee. And I have established my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee, to their generations, for a covenant age during, to become God to thee, and to thy seed after thee. And I have given to thee and to thy seed after thee the land of thy sojournings, the whole land of Canaan, for a possession age during. And I have become their God. And God saith unto Abraham, And thou dost keep my covenant, thou and thy seed after thee, to their generations. This is my covenant which ye keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every male of you is to be circumcised. And ye have circumcised the flesh of your foreskin, and it hath become a token of a covenant between me and you. And a son of 8 days is circumcised by you, every male to your generations, born in the house, or bought with money from any son of a stranger who is not of thy seed. he is certainly circumcised who is born in thine house, or bought with thy money. And my covenant hath become in your flesh a covenant age-during. And an uncircumcised one, a male, the flesh of whose foreskin is not circumcised, even that person hath been cut off from his people. My covenant he hath broken. And God saith unto Abraham, Sarai thy wife, thou dost not call her name Sarai, for Sarah is her name. And I have blessed her, and have also given to thee a son from her. And I have blessed her, and she hath become nations. Kings of peoples are from her. And Abraham falleth upon his face, and laugheth, and saith in his heart, To the son of 100 years is one born? Or doth Sarah, daughter of 90 years, bear? And Abraham saith unto God, Oh, that Ishmael may live before thee. And God saith, Sarah thy wife is certainly bearing a son to thee, and thou hast called his name Isaac. And I have established my covenant with him for a covenant age-during to his seed after him. As to Ishmael, I have heard thee. Lo, I have blessed him, and made him fruitful, and multiplied him very exceedingly. 12 princes doth he beget, and I have made him become a great nation. And my covenant I established with Isaac, whom Sarah doth bear to thee at this appointed time in the next year. And he finisheth speaking with him, and God goeth up from Abraham. And Abraham taketh Ishmael his son, and all those born in his house, and all those bought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumciseth the flesh of their foreskin in this selfsame day, as God hath spoken with him. And Abraham is a son of 99 years in the flesh of his foreskin being circumcised. And Ishmael his son is a son of 13 years in the flesh of his foreskin being circumcised. In this selfsame day hath Abraham been circumcised, and Ishmael his son, and all the men of his house, born in the house, and bought with money from the son of a stranger, have been circumcised with him. Chapter 18. And Jehovah appeareth unto him among the oaks of Mamre, and he is sitting at the opening of the tent, about the heat of the day. And he lifteth up his eyes and looketh, and lo, 3 men standing by him. And he seeth, and runneth to meet them from the opening of the tent, and boweth himself towards the earth. And he saith, My Lord, if, I pray thee, I have found grace in thine eyes, do not, I pray thee, pass on from thy servant. Let, I pray thee, a little water be accepted, and wash your feet, and recline under the tree. And I bring a piece of bread, and support ye your heart. Afterwards pass on, for therefore have ye passed over unto your servant. And they say, So mayest thou do, as thou hast spoken. And Abraham hasteth towards the tent unto Sarah, and saith, Hasten 3 measures of flour meal, knead, and make cakes. And Abraham ran unto the herd, and taketh a son of the herd, tender and good, and giveth unto the young man, and he hasteth to prepare it. And he taketh butter and milk, and the son of the herd which he hath prepared, and setteth before them. And he is standing by them under the tree, and they do eat. And they say unto him, Where is Sarah thy wife? And he saith, Lo, in the tent. And he saith, Returning I return unto thee about the time of life, and lo, to Sarah thy wife a son. And Sarah is hearkening at the opening of the tent which is behind him. And Abraham and Sarah are aged, entering into days. The way of women hath ceased to be to Sarah. And Sarah laugheth in her heart, saying, After I have waxed old, I have had pleasure. My Lord also is old. And Jehovah saith unto Abraham, Why is this? Sarah hath laughed, saying, Is it true really? I bear, and I am aged? Is anything too wonderful for Jehovah? At the appointed time I return unto thee about the time of life, and Sarah hath a son. And Sarah denieth, saying, I did not laugh. For she hath been afraid. And he saith, Nay, but thou didst laugh. And the men rise from thence, and look on the face of Sodom, and Abraham is going with them to send them away. And Jehovah said, Am I concealing from Abraham that which I am doing? And Abraham certainly becometh a nation great and mighty, and blessed in him have been all nations of the earth. For I have known him, that he commandeth his children, and his house after him, and they have kept the way of Jehovah, to do righteousness and judgment, that Jehovah may bring on Abraham that which he hath spoken concerning him. And Jehovah saith, The cry of Sodom and Gomorrah, because great, and their sin, because exceeding grievous. I go down now, and see whether according to its cry which is coming unto me they have done completely, and if not, I know. And the men turn from thence, and go toward Sodom. And Abraham is yet standing before Jehovah. And Abraham draweth nigh, and saith, Dost thou also consume righteous with wicked? Peradventure there are 50 righteous in the midst of the city. Dost thou also consume, and not bear with the place for the sake of the 50, the righteous who are in its midst? Far be it from thee to do according to this thing, to put to death the righteous with the wicked, that it hath been, as the righteous so the wicked. Far be it from thee. Doth the judge of all the earth not do justice? And Jehovah saith, If I find in Sodom 50 righteous in the midst of the city, then have I borne with all the place for their sake. And Abraham answereth and saith, Lo, I pray thee, I have willed to speak unto the Lord, and I, dust and ashes. Peradventure there are lacking 5 of the 50 righteous. Dost thou destroy for 5 the whole of the city? And he saith, I destroy it not, if I find there 45. And he addeth again to speak unto him, and saith, Peradventure there are found there 40. And he saith, I do it not because of the 40. And he saith, Let it not be, I pray thee, displeasing to the Lord, and I speak. Peradventure there are found there 30. And he saith, I do it not, if I find there 30. And he saith, Lo, I pray thee, I have willed to speak unto the Lord. Peradventure there are found there 20. And he saith, I do not destroy it because of the 20. And he saith, Let it not be, I pray thee, displeasing to the Lord, and I speak only this time. Peradventure there are found there 10. And he saith, I do not destroy it because of the 10. And Jehovah goeth on, when he hath finished speaking unto Abraham, and Abraham hath turned back to his place. Chapter 19. And 2 of the messengers come towards Sodom at even, and Lot is sitting at the gate of Sodom. And Lot seeth, and riseth to meet them, and boweth himself, face to the earth. And he saith, Lo, I pray you, my lords, turn aside, I pray you, unto the house of your servant, and lodge, and wash your feet. Then ye have risen early, and gone on your way. And they say, Nay, but in the broad place we do lodge. And he presseth on them greatly, and they turn aside unto him, and come in unto his house. And he maketh for them a banquet, and hath baked unleavened things, and they do eat. Before they lie down, the men of the city, men of Sodom, have come round about against the house, from young even unto aged, all the people from the extremity. And they call unto Lot, and say to him, Where are the men who have come in unto thee tonight? Bring them out unto us, and we know them. And Lot goeth out unto them to the opening, and the door hath shut behind him, and saith, Do not, I pray you, my brethren, do evil. Lo, I pray you, I have 2 daughters who have not known any one. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do to them as is good in your eyes. Only to these men do not anything, for therefore have they come in within the shadow of my roof. And they say, Come nigh hither. They say also, This one hath come into sojourn, and he certainly judgeth. Now we do evil to thee more than to them. And they press against the man, against Lot greatly, and come nigh to break the door. And the men put forth their hand, and bring in Lot unto them, into the house, and have shut the door. And the men who are at the opening of the house, they have smitten with blindness, from small even unto great, and they weary themselves to find the opening. And the men say unto Lot, Whom hast thou here still? Son-in-law, thy sons also, and thy daughters, and all whom thou hast in the city, bring out from this place. For we are destroying this place, for their cry hath been great before the face of Jehovah, and Jehovah doth send us to destroy it. And Lot goeth out, and speaketh unto his sons-in-law, those taking his daughters, and saith, Rise, go out from this place, for Jehovah is destroying the city. And he is as one mocking in the eyes of his sons-in-law. And when the dawn hath ascended, then the messengers press upon Lot, saying, Rise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters who are found present, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And he lingereth. And the men lay hold on his hand, and on the hand of his wife, and on the hand of his 2 daughters, through the mercy of Jehovah unto him. And they bring him out, and cause him to rest without the city. And it cometh to pass, when he hath brought them out without, that he saith, Escape for thy life. Look not expectingly behind thee, nor stand thou in all the circuit. To the mountain escape, lest thou be consumed. And Lot saith unto them, Not so, I pray thee, my lord. Lo, I pray thee, thy servant hath found grace in thine eyes, and thou dost make great thy kindness which thou hast done with me, by saving my life. And I am unable to escape to the mountain, lest the evil cleave to me, and I have died. Lo, I pray thee, the city is near to flee thither, and it is little. Let me escape, I pray thee, thither. Is it not little? And my soul doth live. And he saith unto him, Lo, I have accepted thy face also for this thing, without overthrowing the city for which thou hast spoken. Haste, escape thither, for I am not able to do anything till thine entering thither. Therefore hath he calleth the name of the city Zoar. The sun hath gone out on the earth, and Lot hath entered into Zoar. And Jehovah hath rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Jehovah, from the heavens. And he overthroweth these cities, and all the circuit, and all the inhabitants of the cities, and that which is shooting up from the ground. And his wife looketh expectingly from behind him, and she is a pillar of salt. And Abraham riseth early in the morning unto the place where he hath stood before the face of Jehovah. And he looketh on the face of Sodom and Gomorrah, and on all the face of the land of the circuit, and seeth, and lo, the smoke of the land went up as smoke of the furnace. And it cometh to pass, in God's destroying the cities of the circuit, that God remembereth Abraham, and sendeth Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, in the overthrowing of the cities in which Lot dwelt. And Lot goeth up out of Zoar, and dwelleth in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him. For he hath been afraid of dwelling in Zoar, and he dwelleth in a cave, he and his 2 daughters. And the firstborn saith unto the younger, Our father is old, and a man there is not in the earth to come in unto us, as is the way of all the earth. Come, we cause our father to drink wine, and lie with him, and preserve from our father a seed. And they cause their father to drink wine on that night. And the firstborn goeth in, and lieth with her father, and he hath not known in her lying down, or in her rising up. And it cometh to pass on the morrow, that the firstborn saith unto the younger, Lo, I have lain yesterday night with my father. We cause him to drink wine also tonight. And go thou in, lie with him, and we preserve from our father a seed. And they cause their father to drink wine on that night also. And the younger riseth and lieth with him, and he hath not known in her lying down, or in her rising up. And the 2 daughters of Lot conceive from their father, and the firstborn beareth a son, and calleth his name Moab. He is father of Moab unto this day. As to the younger, she also hath borne a son, and calleth his name Ben-Ammi. He is father of the Beni Ammon unto this day. Chapter 20. And Abraham journeyeth from thence toward the land of the south, and dwelleth between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourneth in Gerar. And Abraham saith concerning Sarah his wife, She is my sister. And Abimelech king of Gerar sendeth and taketh Sarah. And God cometh in unto Abimelech in a dream of the night, and saith to him, Lo, thou art a dead man, because of the woman whom thou hast taken, and she married to a husband. And Abimelech hath not drawn near unto her. And he saith, Lord, also a righteous nation dost thou slay? Hath not he himself said to me, She is my sister? And she, even she herself, said, He is my brother. In the integrity of my heart, and in the innocency of my hands I have done this. And God saith unto him in the dream, Yea, I have known that in the integrity of thy heart thou hast done this, and I withhold thee, even I, from sinning against me. Therefore I have not suffered thee to come against her. And now send back the man's wife, for he is inspired, and he doth pray for thee, and live thou. And if thou do not send back, know that dying thou dost die, thou and all that thou hast. And Abimelech riseth early in the morning, and calleth for all his servants, and speaketh all these words in their ears. And the men fear exceedingly. And Abimelech calleth for Abraham, and saith to him, What hast thou done to us? And what have I sinned against thee, that thou hast brought upon me and upon my kingdom a great sin? Works which are not done thou hast done with me. Abimelech also saith unto Abraham, What hast thou seen, that thou hast done this thing? And Abraham saith, Because I said, Surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they have slain me for the sake of my wife. And also, truly she is my sister, daughter of my father, only not daughter of my mother, and she becometh my wife. And it cometh to pass, when God hath caused me to wander from my father's house, that I say to her, This is thy kindness which thou dost with me. At every place whither we come, say of me, He is my brother. And Abimelech taketh sheep and oxen, and servants and handmaids, and giveth to Abraham, and sendeth back to him Sarah his wife. And Abimelech saith, Lo, my hand is before thee. Where it is good in thine eyes, dwell. And to Sarah he hath said, Lo, I have given 1,000 silverlings to thy brother. Lo, it is to thee a covering of eyes, to all who are with thee. And by all this she is reasoned with. And Abraham prayeth unto God, and God healeth Abimelech and his wife and his handmaids, and they bare. For Jehovah restraining had restrained every womb of the house of Abimelech, because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. The end of chapters 16 through 20 of the book of Genesis, from the Young's Literal Translation of the Bible. Recording by Mark Penfold.